So I got to talk with Lane earlier today, which was really fantastic and helpful. And now I feel I have both perspective, which feels like some of what I went in looking for, and just feel more settled with what my role is here, which is to support folks here to be as fully able to be with each other as the best they can with each other, and to just focus on doing that. There's lots of other things that would be great to do, but you know what? I leave in a week and a half, and I'm glad at the halfway point I'm figuring this out. That my real goal is to be here the best I can, and to support them to do their work themselves as much as possible. And during that transition time from crisis to post-crisis, it's not really post-crisis, but it's just a new stage. So to support them from move between those two has been helpful, and a lot of starting to take on what they were holding in crisis mode was helpful, so that they could actually settle into doing their work in a newer way after this crisis, in a stronger way. They are much stronger, and it is a privilege to be here supporting folks in this stage. Yeah, that is definitely a joy. And things are going to be bumpy, and they're going to be hard, and I'll do my best to do my best while I'm here. And to support folks to be able to really be there for each other, because they have the ability to really be there for each other and strengthen each other and support each other, and they'll need support as well. And there's a deep resource here, and many people ready to give it. That's pretty awesome. I may be asking others for help along the way, so be aware that I may just ask you if you're interested, explicitly thinking about supporting some of the organizers. It would be great if there are folks who could commit to once a week getting on the phone and talking with someone. That would be fantastic. It's an idea that's been tossed around a bit since the National Coordination Group was meeting a week ago or so. One of the groups that I'm on, without having to go to all their meetings. It's great. So, yeah, we're now at the point where folks are thinking about volunteer coordinator or staff or something for some of the roles, and that has to do with national people mostly. But in particular, there's a group of organizers who are really interested in working and need some ongoing coaching and a lot of listening, and people who are willing to be in there and ask questions. And maybe it might mean coming here for a short period of time to do some work to support folks, but that's not clear yet. What that might be, and that might be over time. I have no clue. We haven't done strategy planning, but folks are about to go there soon. So I just ask, in particular, folks of color who have training experience that would, and organizing. So not just you're a good trainer, but you're a solid organizer too, and really open to being present by listening to folks and finding ways to help them ask you questions, because that'll be key. Being from a distance, helping them ask you questions in ways that supports their growth. So it's not a small ask, it's a big ask. So if you are able and interested to help out in this way, please let me know below, and I can follow up with folks. Also, a request out there for some of the folks who are in St. Louis or near St. Louis. I'm looking for a space for a retreat for Saturday night, Sunday, and Monday. I'm just going to tag some folks. If you know people in St. Louis, is really my request here, with folks who are on this sort of larger network. If you know someone, and particularly if you know a person who has the ability to do this, we're looking for a place that could fit about, let's say 9 plus 4 is 13 people at most. 13 people for 2 nights and is nice and has space for rooms. And the biggest goal is that there's a space large enough for everyone to be in one room at some times. And it would be great if there was a place to sleep. If there's not a place to sleep, closer to St. Louis would be better. But it would be great if they could be away and it could feel like folks are not in St. Louis City or county, because there's something about feeling here and being on the ground here that's hard. And folks have said that it would be helpful actually to be away from that. The Ozarks, great. Somewhere else, fine. But any ideas would be greatly appreciated. So, just to review, 2 requests. Request number 1 is if you are a trainer and organizer of color and feel really good at being an organizer by focusing on really listening to folks and supporting them to share what's going on, and might be up for a once-a-week commitment for 3 months connecting with an organizer here on the ground, please let me know below. Number 2 is if you have an idea about a space near here that we could use for retreat, Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, please let us know. Thanks so much. I appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.